Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. At kung bago ako sa channel na to, I'm Za and this is Za Canada. Today we have a new topic and it's all about Canada Visa King. O diba? Parang queen size bed pero ito mas upgraded. King size when it comes to immigration. So ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin yan at kung sino yan at kung saan siya nanggaling? Panoorin hanggang dulo. So guys, isa siya sa mga immigration consultant located in Brampton, Canada. Brampton is located in Ontario and nasa eastern part siya ng Canada, New York time. Okay? So, tinawag ng mga tao na Canadian Visa King daw siya kasi ang dami niyang visa na napa-approve. O, di ba, antaray? Tapos, ang dami daw niyang mga clients. At syempre, ang nag-viral dito ay ang kanyang bling-bling na watch na worth 300,000. Diba? Diyos ko, bago mo pa maipon ng 300,000 dito sa Canada, dapat ilang taon ka na nagtatrabaho. And take note, relo pa lang yan. What more kung ano pa ang kaya niyang bilhin or kung magkano pa ang pera na meron siya. Well, bakit nga ba umani ng backlash itong si Koya? Well, kasi some people say na parang tinutulak niya yung mga tao na madali lang mag-Canada. Madali lang ipasa ang immigration. Kayang-kaya niyang lusutan ang mga immigration officer. Ibig sabihin, kung siya ang kukunin niyong immigration consultant, 99.9% maybe that's her or that's his claim na mai-approve kita sa immigration. Kakapunta ka dito sa Canada. And may nag-comment nga sa Reddit na parang visa sing daw siya. Visa Singh is one of the famous last name in India na para ba isang superhero when it comes to immigration. And critics say na this kind of content na mag-migrate dito sa Canada, especially mga Pinoy and India, baka isipin nila na may easy route or easy way to or para malusutan ang immigration. Pero ang reality is proseso pa rin ng Canada or the government of Canada ang kailangang masunod. Okay? Wala yan sa pagiging immigration consultant. Or wala yan sa immigration consultant na i-hire nyo. Well, I have been saying in my vlog that my video or the updates that I'm giving here in my channel is for informational purposes only. But let's be real, there are so much content creators right now who are immigration consultants or lawyer themselves na nakakapag-proseso para sa'yo or nakakapagpasa para sa'yo ng mga pathway or legal pathway in order for you to come here to Canada. So there are a lot of legitimate immigration consultants or lawyer. Pero hindi rin naman natin maiaalis na madami din na social media influencers lang. And their main purpose is to get money from individuals. 'Di ba? Parang mga parang mga real estate agent or mga brokers na inaakit ka na bumili ng bahay. Yun pala, wala naman talaga. Walang titulo, walang lupa. Well, the question is, should you really hire a consultant to do the job for you? Actually, no. Hindi mo kailangan mag-hire ng immigration consultant or lawyer. Kasi you can always do it yourself or DIY as long as marunong kang mag-fill out ng forms or marunong kang magbasa, of course, magbasa, and alam mo yung bawat pasikot-sikot when it comes to filling out a form in IRCC. Pwede mo siyang gawin ng ikaw lang. You can always submit your study permit, your work permit, or PR application by yourself. Hindi mo kailangang magbayad ng isang consultant. Pero may mga tao na kagaya ko, kagaya namin, we hire an immigration consultant kasi we would like to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Hindi ko sinasabi na hindi magiging smooth pag nag-DIY ka, but in our own opinion, para sa akin, para sa amin, gusto namin si immigration consultant yung gagawa or mag-fill out ng form para sa amin kasi that's their expertise. Ginagawa nila yan araw-araw. And in short, hindi kasi ako ma-technical when it comes to those documents. I would like to ask someone to do it for us para sila yung mag-fill out, and all that I have to do is provide them the information that they need and they fill it out. Okay? So, and going back to that, should you pay a consultant? Again, i-verify nyo lang. I-verify nyo if the consultant that you are paying is legitimate. Kung legal sila mag-practice para i-represent ka sa IRCC. Okay? Kasi may may separate form na finifill outan that you are authorizing this person to act on your behalf. Pag pinirmahan mo yan, or pag pinapirmahan nila sa iyo yan, then they are somehow included in your application. They are the one who will be receiving notices when it comes to your application. Okay? And there's always a way to check if they are legitimate. Merong link na ipinoprovide si IRCC kung legal silang mag-practice dun sa state or dun sa province kung saan mo gusto pumunta. Well, the takeaway is sa mga flashy watches and flashy promises and chismis and too good to be true information na ibinibigay ng mga ibang tao, make sure that you always practice due diligence. Mag-research on your own. Okay? So if you think or if you are 100% sure that they are legitimate, that they can help you with regard to your immigration needs, then go for it. 'Di ba? Kasi babayaran nyo sila eh. Hindi maliit ang bayad diyan sa mga yan. Medyo may pagkamahal. Especially if you're going to hire an immigration consultant or lawyer. So, mahirap magbigay ng pera tapos wala naman palang nangyayari sa application natin. 'Di ba? And always check education, verified information, the type, know the process, prepare your documents, and be careful with flashy promises. Okay? So that should be it for now. Okay, sana may natutunan kayo sa video na to. Don't forget to like and subscribe. At laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera. Basta may peace of mind. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.